Hello and welcome to the Mystery Trio podcast holiday special. All right, today we got
Me, Ruben.
Me, Elio.
all right, and we got me, Alexander Gomez Para. All right,
Yeah.
today's topic is sexual harassment.
All right, to open off the podcast, I'd like to introduce our main idea, the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement was inspired by a huge case in 2016 when a former employee at Fox News decided to sue her former boss, former Fox News founder and Chief Roger Ailes, for sexual harassment. The former employee that decided to sue her boss, her name was Gretchen Carlson. She decided to sue her boss after she left the news network. The article that we read that was provided by School Link didn't necessarily clarify why she waited to speak out after she left the network. We just know that she just didn't want to talk while she was still in there, and
Understandable.
Yeah. sorry. She decided to wait after, I'm guessing because she felt insecure about opening up because maybe people wouldn't listen to her and she would only cause more problems for herself in the workplace along with her employees. So she felt insecure in a workplace where she shouldn't have. It was disappointing to see a story like this occur in such a huge media influence like Fox News. Long story short, she won the very, very troublesome lawsuit that came across lots of challenges, such as facing arbitration. It's like a court hearing outside of the usual judicial branch, where typically a retired judge will settle the dispute. It's faster than a jury hearing, because the appointments are faster, and this just
a little scuffed. Yeah. No, like the jury.
the jury.
Like it sounds scuffed. Like and instead of going to the court hearing, so there's a twist. What's the twist?
Oh, okay. So it's private. So I'm guessing because this is a major influence on network such as Fox News, an entire news network that's national. I'm guessing they decided to keep it private, which is why they made the case in arbitration. Arbitration is more private. A jury would require a public hearing, but they didn't want to make it public because it's Fox News. If a word came out that the founder himself was sexually harassing the employees, that would not look good and would
It would send a negative.
it would ruin the reputation of Fox News more than it already has. But so that they went into arbitration. Again, it's a court hearing outside the usual judicial branch, where typically a retired judge, which is usually white, because 98% of the judges in the arbitration are white males. Only 2% are made up of colored people, let alone any females. So it's just males. Anyways, it's faster than a hearing. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, after the lawsuit, Gretchen Carlson walked away with $20 million and with her former boss fired.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Carlson would proceed to co-found an advocacy group called Lift Our Voices, where she would work to ban arbitration on misconduct in the workplace. This isn't the entire story. Carlson and many other of her supporters have done and continue to do so much for hundreds, if not thousands, of sexually harassed victims across the country and help them speak up about their cases. I would love to talk more about her story and how she continues to thrive and continues to help people, but sadly we're short on time, so I'm going to cut it there.
I mean, that's an interesting story. There's like a lot of things happening in there.
It's pretty messed up. She didn't talk about it while it was happening. She waited. I mean, who knows? Maybe more could have happened. Maybe maybe more messed up stuff could have happened while she was still at work and not said anything.
That is pretty intense, pretty crazy.
All right, Ruben.
Well, like that reminds me of that one story. I was scrolling through YouTube the other day, right? And I found this YouTube channel called the Try Guys, right? And this YouTube channel, it's they started on BuzzFeed. It's about 4 guys. They try stuff, and they eventually found out that recently a member of the 4 main cast leads, Ned Fulmer, has been sexually participating with an employee of their company, because not only has this YouTube channel gotten such appreciation over time, it's now become a company. It's become a major recognition on the platform of YouTube, right? And when this arose, the Try Guys eventually had to kick Ned Fulmer out of the Try Guys and deleting him from previous videos, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
messed up. Yeah.
my guy destroyed his reputation in very little. But this definitely affected his marriage because he was cheating on his marriage. The man had a wife and a child.
And a child.
And a child.
How old was this kid? You know.
I'm not. I don't believe I know. But he's around the young age.
Yeah,
Toddler.
that's tough. Yeah.
But it didn't only affect the Try Guys. I mean Ned Fulmer's marriage. It affected the company itself.
Mm.
Because this set a negative image, much like the Fox News. It set a negative image towards the entire brand.
Its platform.
So, like, this one dude did this bad sexual harassment, right? And it had an impact on the employees that worked in that company.
Yeah, it leaves a bad image.
It leaves a bad image, which causes, less money, less work, less jobs, which eventually spirals and has a chain reaction. And a guy, top head, because he was in the main cast lead of the 4 guys, it like caused a ripple chain effect across the whole company. Which
Yeah, that's
it's crazy.
bad way to go.
So how does that tie in with the Me Too movement?
Well, the Me Too movement, it's all about like speaking up, taking over, not taking over, speaking up, and informing people about their experiences with sexual harassment, right? And speaking up, they're like, hey, this happened to me, and I want to get it over with and stop, right? And well, since it ties in with the Fox News, I was like, how huge corporations can get away with these such things, right? Because the Fox News, like, no one knows this. Not many people know this about the Fox News that you pointed out, right? But because of this article, we now know that Fox News has indeed had a major issue like this happen, but it just
Yeah.
it's crazy. And,
All right.
And like the Me Too movement, it's got like a lot of positive things. I mean, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Well, I'm gonna keep going with the Me Too movement, but now I'm gonna go international because so far we talked about Fox News, an American, news channel,
Yeah.
and then Try Guys, also American YouTube channel, and now I'm gonna go to Korea. Basically, what's happening in Korea is there's a gender war going on because of the Me Too movement. What's going on is that females are actually abusing the Me Too movement, and now are falsely accusing men of sexually harassing them. And and they're believing them, like the cops, everyone's just believing them because men usually are perceived as the ones who sexually harass women, right?
Yeah.
So they just take their word, their lives get ruined, but it's not just the ones that get framed. It's also in general now. Men are now less likely of getting jobs, are more insecure, and men are now feeling abused, neglected.
Those are like major social impacts on the person and the society itself, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's really messed up, and it's going on. It actually recently just happened. It started in March 15th of 2022. So it's very recent, actually.
This year.
Of this year. About to be next.
Wait, what month is it? It's a holiday special. It's like after
After November.
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's still going on. Still right now. It's major gender war. A lot's happening.
This is negatively impacting the mental health of the
Yeah, men.
the men in Korea.
Yeah, men feel abused, neglected. They feel like they have an unfair advantage now. And that's not what the Me Too movement was supposed to be.
True. Wait, do you believe that it's like spreading across the world? Like,
it actually is. Good thing you brought it up. It actually is. It's spreading west and both north. So who knows? Maybe eventually it'll get here.
wait, who says it's not happening already?
It is happening already. All right. Well, I mean, I'd say that's
Just hope it stays under control.
Let's just hope Korea can get it under control. Hopefully, all of this can die down.
This just shows that sexual harassment is a serious topic that should not be taken lightly. This misconduct in the workplace can affect as stated, many others in the company, in a workplace, and is definitely a practice and an issue in this real world that we have to partake in and address seriously. Not just like, hey, this is a problem, let's fix it. No, this has to end. This is stop now.
And obviously, that men aren't always the one getting sexually harassed. You know, women can sexually harass men. That's just like the stereotype that men just sexually harass women.
True.
So, you know, we got to break that stereotype.
Not
You know,
be taken
everyone
lightly.
can get harassed.
Yeah.
Sexually.
They should not be.
They should
taken-
not be. They should
Not
not
at
be at
all.
all. They should not be. But they can be.
Hey, there's a story that of an author that killed himself over falsely being accused of sexual harassment.
Oh, I read about it in an article. Look, hold on. Look, this article it's called
Yeah, what's it
Hold
called?
on. Give us a sec.
Give us a sec. It's called Echoes of the Hashtag MeToo Movement Shake the Insular Ultra-Orthodox of Israel. So this article, I read it actually. So it talks about how this Israeli author,
It's getting intense.
he's a child book he's a child book author. Man, the dude killed himself over his son's grave.
What I mean,
Please explain a little why he killed himself.
He killed.
over
So he was
grave.
falsely, not falsely. I mean, at least I don't believe that it was falsely. He was accused, and so he couldn't take the accusations to his heart, so he ended his life and over his son's grave. I mean,
that's a way to go out. That's for sure.
Just the pressure of society that puts upon men of just being complete sexual predators have really pushed people to their limits, their
Actually-
moral limit, taking their own life on top of their own son's grave.
Wait, actually, this is evidence that it is spreading. Because
True.
where did it happen? Where did it happen?
Israel.
Israel, exactly.
That's west.
That's
of
that's
Korea.
west.
West.
So it is
West.
spreading. It's spreading.
Ah.
Who knows? Maybe eventually we'll get a story like this here. Hopefully not, but we could.
Well,
All right.
we already get.
I think that's a good way to go out, right?
We have lots of
Yeah.
accusations already, like Mike Tyson in the 1990s when he was accused of sexual harassing a woman and was sent to prison for 4 years, I believe.
Oh,
4
really?
years he was locked away. 4 years of his time was taken away. 4 years of his career stolen from him because of accusations.
That's a lot. Yeah.
And I mean, Mike Tyson is by far one of the greatest boxers America has ever seen. And to know that someone was
Just accused him.
just accused him just
I don't know.
I don't know the specifics of the court case that Mike Tyson went through, but I'm guessing he had to pay some sort of fee, not just serve time.
That is
That's just messed up.
crazy.
Good thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know, sexual harassment can really ruin both the victim's and the harasser's life.
Well, we've learned a lot today. Sexual harassment
sorry
is a
for
big
ruining
deal.
your holidays.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a real issue.
No. And another good thing we learned: Elidio really likes Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you later.
This has been the Mistreated Trio.
Mistreated Trio.
Holiday
Yeah.
special.
Holiday special.
Go
us
check out
again.
our merch.
Yeah, where we sell
Socks.
socks and cool these things.
Yeah. We sell Mission Impossible goggles now.
Yeah, you know, maybe you want to listen to our podcast in the dark, but you can't find your phone, so you got to put on your night vision goggles. So you're like, oh, I had it in my pocket the entire time. You know, in case.
Go get them now for $69.99 plus order plus everywhere. It only ships in Texas.
Only ships in Texas.
Only
If you don't live in Texas, if you don't live in the Austin area, actually,
If you
You're out
don't,
of luck.
if you're on not in,
If you don't live in-
if you don't live in Miss Fish's English class,
If you don't live in my house.
if you don't,
all right, I think we should
All right,
go
that's-
now.
all right.
We should go.
Ba-da-ba-ba.